apparently when Crazy Bill retired or left the session, my application decided to die. So if you're just tuning in, well, it looks like lap 2. Sam Swift looks like he has a pretty good lead from an assumption. I'm guessing is 1 point. Oh no, I was gonna say 1, but it's actually 2.2 seconds. Looks like Hugh Janis had a good start. Is up to 3rd. Menace Max in 4th, and Delano, so he had a bad start. And down to 5th. I guess he lost at least a. Oh no, actually had a good start. I'm sorry, I take that back. Forgot he had a penalty. So he's up into 5th, but Jay Bradfield, who started from the back of the grid, is up to 9th. And Andy Liu almost chops him off a little bit there, going out of turn 4. But it looks like Jay Bradfield also has a 3. I'm guessing he has a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, it's a 3-second time penalty, so he has it for multiple warnings, of course. But he is alongside with Andy Liu into turn 9. He's got the inside move done, gets the move done. Great move by the Alfa Romeo, up into 8th place. So because I think he started from 19th, if I'm correct. So he's gained 11 positions out of the first 3 laps. So that's a great start from Jay Bradfield. Great drive so far. And I'm guessing Crazy Bill is on AI, so he hasn't returned on, at least I assume. But Sam Swift has got himself a very comfortable lead. 3 seconds between him and Baseman. And of course, this is lap 4, so DRS was open a lap ago, so we might see some DRS trains start to form a little bit, though. But we have Menace Max closing in on the back of that Red Bull. We're running on board with him. Hugh Janis does not have DRS, so he's going to be under pressure from the racing point. He's just a little bit too far back. Delano's right behind, along with Gunnar. And Sector 3 yellow, and Beard Dave's out. And I think is that a full course safety car? It is a full course safety car. It didn't pop up for me. I had to pause and come back. But yeah, now we got a full course safety car. So he crashed at, looks like turn 12. That is a very common area to crash in league racing. And of course that has caused now a full course safety car. Don't know how exactly he did it, but my assumption is he ran to the outside curve a little bit too much and just hit the right side wall. And now LPE has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So what will the soft runners do now that there's a safety car out? Will they go into the pits, or are they going to stay out? I'm assuming the medium runners are going to stay out, of course. I mean, it's a little bit too early, but I think they go in now. Yep, there goes Sam into the pits. And I'm assuming he's going to probably flip on those hard compound tires, unless he's going to go for a 2-stop. But I would try to save myself that. Gunnar, though, stays out. So he's staying out. And it looks like someone else stayed out as well. I'm trying to see who that was. Crazy Bill. Is he in control of that car? I think he might be in control. I think he's in control. I think. Anyway, well, Gunnar now takes the lead of the race. Captain Face stayed out. LP obviously stayed out. Sam is now on the hard, so he's going to go to the very end. And it looks like he's also underfueled the car a little bit as well, because you can see the yellow fuel icon as well in the telemetry. So he's pretty much running below target. I'll probably have to see what it is when I run on board. But Vintage stayed out, of course. Baseman is on another set of softs, so he's going to go for a 2-stop. Hugh is on the mediums. That's a bit of a stretch, because unless he goes for another stop, I don't think those mediums are going to go to the very end. Delano is on the softs. Menace Max is on the hard, so he's going to the end. And Christy Alvi also on the mediums, and Jay Bradfield also on the mediums. And Eddie Luke followed along with the softs. Tommy and Maniac, I'm guessing they got involved in some sort of incident, along with Swanshake, I'm guessing. Swanshake's on the mediums, Tommy and Maniac are on the hards. But yeah, big apologies for that. I don't know how it led to the point of me just having an application error. It just happened as soon as Crazy Bill had to leave the session because he was holding us up for his internet being a bit dodgy. So Sam, I think, is more in the prime position, really. Gunnar, I mean, oh, well, he's going to the pits, so Crazy Bill stays out, or unless that's his AI, I don't know. I'm trying to see how the car's, I think from the way the car's moving, I'm guessing that's AI. Or I could be wrong, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm guessing Gunnar realized he made a mistake and has decided to go onto the hard. So he's going to the end, but he has to go to the back of the grid for that. So Crazy Bill, or I'm guessing this is his AI, takes the lead of the race with Captain Infinity behind him and then LPE in third. But Sam is in a prime position, I would say, because he's going to go to the end and he should be fine to go to the end on those hard tires. Yeah, and everyone's already criticizing and I can see in the comment section, some people are criticizing that decision. I wouldn't blame you. I was questioning why would you go into the pits while you're under the safety car when you had the chance to. So technically Gunnar's going to have to pray for another safety car to happen if he wants to get back up, unless he can have some really good pace to get up to the front of the pack, but that's going to be a bit of a tall order. Now I think the safety car should be coming in by the end of this lap. Jeez, game. Alright, yeah, there you go. Race controller has confirmed safety car is coming in. So Burn My Lander will go back to his natural habitat of being into the pit lane. Yeah, it just did not pop up for me. I'm guessing maybe there's a glitch of when that happens, when you leave the session. I'm guessing it doesn't pop up the graphics for you. Alright, so Crazy Bill, well, unless it's his AI, I don't know, but we'll lead the green flag once more on the restart. From him to Captain Infinity to LPE with Sam Swift under bringing the pressure against the AlphaTauri on the outside. He's going to try. Oh, he walks up his brakes a little bit there. LPE spun around. LPE has spun around. He's hit the wall coming out of turn 2. That is unfortunate for LPE. He's also got damage, I believe, out of that as well. Yes, he does. He's got an end plate that is missing. And he's all trying to defend as best as he can with that broken front wing against the Renault of Andy Liu, but that ain't going to help him out. So Sam Swift gets a free position with that little bit of a tangle from the AlphaTauri. I thought he would come off worse, but thankfully with him locking up his brakes, that actually saved him a little bit. And I'm guessing Crazy Bill is actually in the car. Yeah, that looks like to be Crazy Bill control, not AI control. But, so, Crazy Bill leads the race, at least for the moment. Well, he drained up a lot of that ERS, though, I will say, on that middle sector. He's down now to 44%. But he is in a very comfortable lead for the moment with a 1.2 second gap. But Sam is in a prime position to take the lead in the race. As he once again locks up the brakes coming out of turn 15. Saneth under pressure right now from Bays, who is committed right now to a two-stop strategy. Saneth has used up quite a lot of his ERS on that lap, so he's going to be under pressure from the Ferrari, or from the Racing Point, and the Ferrari will be overtaken by the Racing Point in turn 1. So Baseman goes up into 4th place. And also, it looks like Hugh Janis trying to defend Delanos as best as he possibly can as well from behind. So we got a little bit of group starting to form. Menace Max under pressure now from Cryptic Alibi. Jay Bradfield is also, he's kind of staying back to where he was, but he was 8th about a few laps ago. Now he's down to 10th out of that restart. Oh, goodness. Gotta love the revving glitch. Meanwhile, we got Cryptic Alibi bringing the pressure to Menace Max. There's a little bit of grass up for Menace Max coming out of turn 10. Right now, it's Crazy Bill in the lead from Captain Infinity to Sam Swift, Baseman, Zenith, Hugh Janice, Delanos, Menace Max, Cryptic Alibi. Oh my goodness me! That was a little bit of a moment there for Menace Max. He's lost the position, but thankfully he has no damage. Going very wide there at the end of the corner of turn 12. Almost did exactly what Bearded Dave did a little while ago. And I think now DRS should be back to being enabled again. Game, can you please do the graphics? And LP has a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. Meanwhile, oh, we've got something going on. Oh, it's Face Bailey. He's retired in the middle of the track. And he had a bit of a moment as well. I don't know exactly how that happened. But, anyway. Captain Infinity right now trying to defend from Sam Swift. I'm surprised I didn't cause a safety car. Looks like we have more penalties coming along there. Cryptic Alibi, Menace Max. Looks like got penalties as well. I'm guessing the game is not going to update me in terms of penalties because the graphics seem to be broken. But anyway, here comes Sam Swift on the outside into turn 12. What a brilliant move by Sam Swift to go around the outside before the corner. Very good move by the Mercedes. Now goes up to second place. Not very many people would make that kind of a move before that corner, but that's a brilliant move by that Mercedes. And now he just has Crazy Bill to deal with. Captain Infinity seems to be struggling with pace a little bit though, because now he's under pressure from Baseman. Right on board with him. He's going to have DRS and more straight line speed as well. Is he going to make the corner? He does. Into third place goes Baseman. But remember, Baseman does have to make another pit stop later into the race because he did go in for a new set of soft tires. Meanwhile, Captain Infinity goes very deep into the corner, as well as lost a little bit of time there. Santa pushes Cryptic Alibi very wide into the grass a little bit and loses the position, as well to Jay Bradfield in the process. Santa almost lost it as well. Oh gosh, you gotta love that rubber glitch. Anyway, here comes Jay Bradfield around the outside. He has no battery life though in that Alfa Romeo. Santa's trying to defend as best he can. No, he chops him off. No, he chops him off. And he's lost his front wing. Bits of his front wing are gone and no end plates on that Alfa Romeo. Santa went very wide. And is that a VSC or a safety car? It's a VSC. I'm guessing for the debris, but that was a very weird defending there from Santa, I'm not gonna lie. Next, see Captain Infinity has a penalty as well, I think. Baseman goes with the pit, so he's... Oh, I'm sorry, who's going to the pits? Oh, Crazy Bill's in the pits. So he's going on the hards, going to the very end. Captain Infinity, I'm guessing, will do the same thing. So now we're back into green. Sam takes the lead of the race, but he is under pressure from Baseman. And Delanos into third, and Cryptic Alibi in fourth. Meanwhile, Jake Bradfield's also dropped down to 13 as he's gone on to the mediums. Don't know if that'll still make it to the end, really. That's a little bit too soon, I think, to go into medium tires. But we'll see if that pulls off for him. Right now, Sam takes control of the race at the moment. Half a second, though, clear from Baseman. And pretty much it looks like Sam might have this comfortably, unless another safety car happens. Because right now he's on the best strategy to go to the end. He doesn't need to make another pit stop, so he's perfectly fine. But does not mean that Baseman can bring the pressure. Basement will have to go into the pits and obviously pit him for mediums. And it looks like we got someone coming out. Who is that? I guess that's LPE. Yeah. He's having himself a pretty dreadful race at the moment. And gets out of the way. Well, doesn't really. It goes, but here comes Basement on the outside, and here he goes, ladies and gentlemen. And he takes the lead of the race. So Basement takes the lead over Sam Swift. Now he's going to have to try his best to at least clear away from that Mercedes as best as he possibly can. But he's going to have to gain a lot of time if he's going to do that. It looks like everything's gone a little bit more separate now. It looks like from the way it looks. Doesn't mean Sam though cannot bring the pressure because he is still over the back of that racing point at the very moment. Got DRS to help him out as well. Basement though will have the grip to at least help him out a little bit. Yeah, some unfortunate stuff that happened though to Bearded Dave. Retired from the Grand Prix, and there goes Basement now into the pits. So I'm guessing now he's going to go to the mediums. So Sam takes back the lead of the race. Delanos is now in second place, but he's a little bit further away from Sam Swift. And Cryptic Alibi right now in third. Can he make it to the end of those mediums? I mean, only time will tell. I mean, prove me wrong. But right now, from the way it looks, I would say the penultimate podium position, Sam Swift looking comfortably in first, then Menace Max in second, and then Basement in third. So we could probably see Mercedes 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm sorry. 2, 3 for a Racing Point. Get at the joke because it's a 2019 Mercedes. The Racing Point. Please laugh. Oh, Bays has a drive-through penalty. Does he? Oh, he does have a drive-through penalty. Wow. Why didn't that pop up for me? Of course. Oh, yeah. Of course. The game's stupid. Yeah, Gunnar, right now he's in, looks like a comfortable spot to be in fourth. Oh, unless he does something like that, but he's got to keep the 4 cars on the track. Wait. Wait. Am I seeing that right? Basement on the softs. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, I forgot he had a drive-through penalty. All right, so Basement's going to go on the inside and gets the move done ahead of Gunnar. Goes up to the 5th. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's going to be good for his race, really. I think his race might be over unless the safety car happens. That's the only thing that can happen at this point. Sam Swift right now 6.2 seconds clear of Delanos, and probably I would say the overall gap he has from the guy that would be competing against him is Menace Max, who is roughly about 10 and a half seconds back, maybe 11 seconds. So it's still quite a ways to go. Meanwhile, we got the bell for looks like 6th place. Now Gunnar's under pressure from Swanshank. And then you got Crazyville behind, and the Maniac. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that LP was the last car. I saw 3 cars. I thought one of them was the Red Bull. Anyway, looks like Delons has gone to the pits, and he's going on to a fresh set of medium compound tires. Will he come out? He comes out just behind Captain Infinity and ahead of young Tommy, so he moves from 2nd to 10th place due to that. Yeah, we've got about 15 more laps into this race, and pretty much, from the way it looks, it could be a Mercedes win for Sam Swift, because right now he's in a very comfortable position. Yeah, because let's see. Let's look at the gap now from the leader. So, yeah. Menace Max, 11.2 seconds. So, yeah, he is a very long ways from him. Yeah, he's doing very good at the moment, I would say. Cryptic Alibi, though, is doing pretty good from starting from the back of the grid. He started, I think, 2nd to last. Is up into 2nd place, so he's doing pretty good at the moment. But the question is, how long can he last on those mediums? Because I don't know if he's going to make it to the very end. I think he might have to make another pit stop. Because I would say by the time we get to maybe 2 laps to go into the race, I'm going to say those tires are going to be near puncture territory. Well, looks like Crazy Bill has gone closer to Gunnar as well. Crazy Bill also is on 5-lap full hard, so his tires are a little bit younger, but they're still a little bit cold compared to Gunnar. And actually, well, if Cryptic Alibi decides to not pit, he would be in 2nd, but if he does, then that would mean this would be the battle for the final podium position. Meanwhile, Crazy Bill has DRS, bringing the pressure to Gunnar. Does he make the move? No, not quite. So I'm guessing he's going to have to wait until they get to the main straight. But we'll see what happens when Delano comes into the picture. Remember, he pitted for fresh set of mediums. So we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, DRS again for Crazy Bill, but he's not pushing it this time. He's just staying back, trying to conserve as much DRS as possible. See if he can get by the... See the customer supplier try to get by the works team of Ferrari. He's still a little bit too far back, so he can't really make the move at the very moment. We'll follow them up later. Let's see what's going on with Tommy and Maniac. Looks like it's about the same situation as well, battling for 8th place at the moment. Group Ninja says, I knew Sam was good at this game, but geez, he's gone sicko mode. I mean, I think he's probably worthy of being a championship driver there, or maybe even Premier League. The guy's actually really good. I mean, look at the gap he's got. 11.3 seconds between him and Cryptic Alibi. I mean, he's not just winning on pace, he's also won on strategy as well. Because everyone went pretty much an alternative route. Let's see, Gunnar has a 10.3 second gap between him and Menace Max. So the only thing he can do really is just try to defend. But let's see the penalty situation. Gunnar has 3 seconds, Crazy Bill has 3. So, oh, here comes Crazy Bill on the inside. He's got the move done. But looks like he's gonna fight up again as Gunnar's gonna go around the outside. Oh, just almost got it. Not quite. Crazy Bill thought he had that move for a moment, but he did not pull it off. Gunnar pulled off pretty much the switchback. New Hanoi next. I think that's the next track on the calendar, Ninja, if I'm correct. So we'll see how it goes for Sam if he does actually race for that next time. Though he is very quickly, but anyway, let's focus onto the battle for what is 4th place at the moment. Let's see. Critical Alibi still is staying out, so I'm probably guessing he is going to go to the very end, but we'll see how the tires are. Oh, and Crazy Bill is left. Oh, well, that's not good. That's unfortunate. So Delano, meanwhile, goes into 5th. Probably didn't catch him earlier, but yeah, he was starting to slowly catch up a little bit. Because remember, he is on the medium tire, so he's got all the grip that he can have compared to Kuda, who is on the hards. But, oh, that's a little bit wide. Let's see what's going on with 10th for the final points position. Andy Liu, Baseman, Ballon right now for 10th place. Still a little bit too far back for Andy Liu to even make any sort of move. Crazy Bill is out of the race. Well, maybe unless someone can invite him, but I can't do that because I don't have him on my friends list. So I'm sorry to say that. But Gunnar might be at risk of losing 4th place if he gets overtaken by Delanos. Gunnar goes a bit wide, so did Delano, so he lost a little bit of speed there coming out of the exit of the corner, so I'm guessing might have been caught up in that dirty air somewhat. And I think this is now where he should be able to pounce on him. DRS open. Will he get the move done ahead of the Ferrari? And yep, that definitely looks like a move done easily before even the corner arrives. Delano's actually now goes into 3rd now as Critical Alibi. I did not catch this, but he's gone into the pits, so Delanos is now in 3rd, so we could see a battle for the final podium position. Maybe, unless Delanos decides to run away with it, which probably will be looking like the case. As, yeah, Gunnar is starting to struggle a little bit there, too. There is going to probably that one moment where the hards are going to come to life, but I think that might have been a little while ago. And I'm thinking now is the point where Gunnar is going to start struggling a little bit there. But meanwhile, Sam very comfortably, 16.4 seconds. Delanos and Crazy Bill, what's happened? That is AI? Yes, it's AI. Okay, so he's losing poor positions. And here comes the 2 Williams battling out right now for 5th place. With Captain Infinity and Cryptic Alibi. Cryptic Alibi's on the softs. So he might be in a couple positions to actually just run away with it from his teammate. Jay Bradfield also right behind him as well, but is on the medium tire, so he might try to bring in pressure to one of the Williams cars. It's an X on the bars. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but okay. But meanwhile, looks like Jay Bradfield could probably bring the pressure on Captain Vinny. Oh, that's a little bit too deep into the brakes. And he almost lost the position to young Tommy. But he's lost probably a good 1.5 seconds from that contact. And rather than bring the pressure to Captain Infinity, he's now under pressure from young Tommy as Santa has retired from the pit lane. Don't blame him on that. I'm guessing he had a pretty bad race. And now Crazy Bill is back. And hopefully we won't have too many issues to the remaining part of the race. But he's dropped down from the battle for 4th to now he's down to 9th place. Let me look at the penalty situation since the game hasn't really kept me updated with it. Alright, so Jake Bradfield has 12 seconds worth of time penalties. So at this rate, he could lose 7th to go all the way down to possibly 11th from the way it looks. Wow, 12 seconds of time penalties. And I guess you did not see this, but apparently he's also an Antonio Giovinazzi's car because it says number 99 on his car as well. Figured I'd point that one out. Good though, somehow keeping pressure a little bit on Cryptic Alibi, but due to Alibi's grip with the softs, and LP has retired in the pit lane as well, so that makes now 4 retirements into the race. Although I feel like the face Bailey might face a little bit of consequences as he did retire in the middle of the track. And yeah, there you go. Since Crazy Bill has gone back into the lobby, the intervals are now gone. But I pretty much have an idea of where everyone is. Anyway, here comes Jake Bradfield. He's trying to bring the pressure on Captain Infinity. They both have the same amount of ERS. Jake Bradfield will get the DRS though to help him out with the straight line speed advantage. Is he going to get him? Captain Infinity goes to the inside to defend. Wants to make him go the long way around. Parks the car in the perfect position there, but he's going to be under pressure again with DRS. As now Jay Bradfield will have to go the long way around into turn 3. Oh, he chops him off a little bit there. Does he have the inside line? He does have the inside line into turn 4. He got the move done at the moment. And I think he's got it. So Jay Bradfield now moves up from 7th to 6th place now. And Captain Infinity goes down to 7th place. Now Jake Bradfield can just have a bunch of clear air and hopefully try to build up a gap more than 12 seconds because he's got 12 seconds at the time problem unless he has more. Nope, no, it's still got 12. As Sam has now gone into the pits, so interesting. So where is he going to come out? So he's going to come out. He's going to come out behind Sam. Or it's not Sam. I'm sorry. He's going to come behind Max. Sam. Why did I say that? All right. So. Oh, and he almost bended coming out of the turn 2. So Menace Max takes the lead of the race, but he has penalties against him. Sam does not, but he's on soft tires, more grippy tires. So he just wants to get the fastest lap is mainly what he wants. Right now he's at a 1 point. Yeah, that gap is like closing immensely. Meanwhile, though, Delano's and Cryptic Alibi battling right now for 3rd. Looks like Cryptic Alibi caught up to him, and definitely caught up to him a lot. And looks like, is Cryptic Alibi going to go around the outside? Delano tries to defend the inside line, but he's going to go on the outside now. Oh, he can't make the move done quite yet. And so here we go, battle for the lead. And yes, Menace Max knows that he couldn't compete, so he just lets him by. So Sam goes back into the lead, and Cryptic Alibi has gone into 3rd. So Cryptic Alibi now into the podium positions. Now, does he have enough time to catch Menace Max? Because he's about 9.8 seconds is the gap between him and Menace Max. He's got a little bit of ways to go. That one, hashtag Sam for Prem or Championship. I think he should be a Prem driver, really. He's actually a really good quality driver so far from what I've been seeing. And we have 5 to go. And looks like the podiums could be set for Sam, Menace Max, and Cryptic Alibi at the very moment. Not Prem, it's full of tryhards. Oh. Maybe I could take that as a compliment since I am also a Prem driver as well. but I've seen the quality of the field. They are very competitive. So we'll see how that goes for me that time. But in the meantime, that's a bit of a long moto grab there from Menace Max. So Sam has now counted to lap 26. We have 4 more to go. And look who's that, look who's that in the background there. We got Cryptic Alibi. You saw from the camera shot there from shooting on Menace Max. 7.4 seconds right now is the gap. Can he hunt down that racing point? They both have 6 seconds worth of time penalty, so oops. It's still anyone's game unless Menace Max gets a 3-second time penalty and Cryptic Alibi could go into second, but only time will tell. I'm guessing those hard tires might be crying a little bit though too, because yeah, there you go. There's Cryptic Alibi coming closer and closer. 6.4 seconds right now. It is going down immensely. Menace Max is losing nearly 1.5 seconds per lap so far. Cryptic Alibi has been gaining. He's probably gained about nearly 2 seconds. Because the gap a lap before was 7.5. Now it's 5.5. So he has gained a lot of time by the second. This is probably gonna be a great finish to the end for a battle for second place. Crazy Bill has left the session again. Of course, his internet not doing too well. All right, 5.2 seconds is the gap. 10.6 right now between Sam and Menace Max. So obviously, Sam has got this win in the bag. Will Max get a puncture? He could be close to it, but to puncture territory. But I think I think he'll be just fine. But we'll keep a close eye. But yeah, that gap is closing by a lot. He's now gained about 1 second out of that first sector. 4.3 seconds right now is the gap between him and Menace Max. Menace Max, all he has to, he can't hold them off. It's gonna be a tall order, but all he has to do is not get a penalty. If he does not get another penalty, he's got second place. 4.2 seconds right now is the gap. Lap 28 of 29 of the race so far. So he gained about nearly 1.5 seconds that lap, Cryptic Alibi did. Because the gap, well, actually the gap actually went down now to 4.5. Oh, it's still going down. Oh wow, it went down like 0.3 out of that lap. He went from 4.2 to now 4.5. So I don't know if he had a moment or what the case was, but now he's gonna have to try to build that up all over again. Well, if he makes another mistake, though, I mean, this is going to be technically over for him to get second place. Yeah, 4.6 seconds right now between those two, so I think he might have lost his chance. He's going to have to build about 4.5 seconds the next lap if he wants to have any chance. There you go. Now he's gained at least a 10, but that's still not enough. As now we start the final lap of the Australian Grand Prix. Sam Swift with a 14.2 second gap. And Menace Max, I think the hards might be starting to come into effect a little bit. Is probably what I'm guessing here, is how he's maintaining the gap somehow. I think Cryptic Alibi might have pushed those soft tires to the limit, but yeah, the gap is just still maintained a 4.5 second gap, so Yeah, this is actually looking to be a third place finish for Cryptic Alibi. But actually, right now that I think about it, Cryptic has a. Oh, he has 9 seconds. Actually, I'd take that back. Delanos would actually get the podium because he's only got 3 seconds of penalties. So Delanos can actually get a podium right here. But I think we need to go back to the leader, though, as he's coming to the final couple of corners. Sam Swift, the reserve driver for Mercedes-Benz, comes around the final corner now. And he comes across the line now to win the Australian Grand Prix, and he wins it by a distance of 17.1 seconds. Menace Max will come home in second place. A good drive from him overall, and will finish in second place for Racing Point. Cryptic Alibi will finish in third, but that ain't gonna hold because Delanos will jump him into the podium position and gets third place. So Delanos gets the third place finish. Jay Bradfield from 19th on the grid to 5th comes home in 5th place. And actually he gets jumped by Captain. Oh, he's gonna get jumped quite a lot. I forgot about the 12 seconds of penalties. So Baseman goes up to 5th. Young Tommy goes to 6th. Captain Infinity goes into 7th. Gunnar goes to 8th. Jay Bradfield will, unfortunately, go down to 9th, but that's still a good drive, though, nonetheless. From 19th on the grid to 9th place. Andy Liu will come up in 10th, and Crazy Bills, unfortunately with his internet issues, will have to settle for 11th place. Swanshank will finish in 12th, but what a dominating performance, though, by Sam overall. And driver of the day, I have to give it to Cryptic Alibi. Even though he didn't get the podium, started from second to last in the grid, finished 4th, gained 14 positions. That's still a good drive overall in my books. And there is your race winner, Sam, on the podium, the top step of the podium, with Menace Max and Delanos. Delanos, who had a 5-place grid penalty to start the race, definitely made it up by gaining a podium, so that's still a good drive for him overall as well. Anyway, we shall look at the... Oh no, Cryptic Alibi was the one that started from 19th. I'm sorry. So he went from... So he gained 15 positions. So that's still a good drive, though. Definitely worthy of driver of the day. Sam Swift will finish in first place, and the reserve driver will take it home for Mercedes-Benz. Menace Max in second, Delano in third, Cryptic Alibi 4th, Baseman in 5th, Young Tommy in 6th, Captain Infinity in 7th, Gunnar in 8th, Jay Bradfield will come up in 9th, Andy Liu in 10th, Crazy Bill in 11th, Swanshanks in 12th, Hugh Janis in 13th, Maniac in 14th, Vintage in 15th, LPE, Saneth, Bailey, and Beer Deep were the drivers that retired from the race. But wow. But yeah, again, very big apologies for that little stuff earlier with the technical difficulties. But good race overall. Congratulations to the drivers. Congratulations to Sam for winning the race here in the Australian Grand Prix. Later on should be the championship. Championship. So I think that will probably wrap it up, I believe. Oh, okay. I'm guessing we're going to do interviews. Alright, let me go ahead and do that real quickly and get the friend requests down. Oh, and Delano. Alright, so we're... Alright, I guess we're gonna do interviews. I didn't do that last time. I haven't done that before for this, so we'll get them in here. Just give me a second. Yeah, just bear with me on this. Alright, there we go. Alright, now I just gotta go ahead and get them in here. Alright, let's see. Delano. Yeah, gotta love the new PlayStation system. Gotta accept friend requests, then I have to add them to make a new group. Alright, here we go. Alright, they're all added now, so that should be able to work, I hope. There we go. Alright, there we go. I got you boys. Just make sure your voice share is on as well.
Oh
Yeah,
god, I was
mine
trying to
is
PS4.
fine,
I have
yeah.
no clue.
Mhm.
Wait, where's that?
I can
It's
also
in
hear
party
that go.
settings. Yeah, mine's on, yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's on. Is it a voice to be shared? Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
on.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, should be on.
Easy, easy. Alright. Let's... Alright, so... I guess we'll get this kicked off then. Alright, so... why don't we start with the guy that finished in third place? That would be Delano. Delano, congratulations on your podium, even though you did also have a 5-place grid penalty to start the race, but you made up for it and finished in third. Speak us through your race and how it went for you in your perspective. Oh, I don't think they can hear you. You might have to put back on your voice share. That's okay. Yeah, no, that was just they were saying in the comment section that they can't hear you. Okay. Let me make sure. Say it. Do it again. Okay. All right. I guess we could start this over. So it's okay.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I also wanted to add on though about like the 5-place grid penalty. So you apparently had a 5-place grid penalty with your teammate. What exactly happened? Hmm. Oh. Apparently in the comments they're saying they can't hear any of us. What the heck?
I can't hear any of the phase.
Oh, damn.
How? Okay.
Okay, I guess we could. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I'll watch the stream now and see.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, I can hear myself. I can hear me, Sam, and Dylan.
Yeah, I can hear myself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the audio should work because I can.
Guess that might be something up. Guess it might be something up your mic or something. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I'm guessing it's something up with your mic, Delano. Yeah. Nah. They say they can only hear me and Max and Sam. That's it. It's okay. That's okay. Well, apologies about that, for the technical difficulties, but even though they can't hear you, but Sam, not Sam, Delano, congratulations on your podium. I'm sorry to cut the interview a little bit dodgy there. All right. Anyway, let's move on to the guy that finished in second place, Menace Max. And Menace Max, congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you.
Take us through your perspective of how the race went for you exactly.
Well, it was, as you could probably see on the stream, it was a very stressful race for me, especially near the end. But yeah, off the start, my plan was obviously go to the one stop anyway. But the safety car just added, an extra factor into that I had to conquer, because I had to pit on lap 4. I felt that was the right strategy because, I didn't feel I had the pace to make a 2-stop work. And then, obviously, in that middle stint, Sam was just rapid, and Dylan was also catching me, I think, at one point. And then Cryptic was in front on mediums, and I was like, does Cryptic have to pit again? So it was unlucky that he did, and then he got an extra penalty and unfortunately lost out to Dylan. But yeah, that's the last couple of laps on those 70% worn hards were very scary, to say the least.
I was wondering though, what was your status of your tires like towards the end of the race?
I think my front left was 71% and the rest were like 67%, so not good. I was limping home and tried to get the podium, and it worked out for me today. But great race from everybody, so yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit of a close call. I mean,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say you would mostly get worried towards the part if it's like 80% though. That's like definitely bunch of territory.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good race overall. You seemed to pull off that one-stop strategy, but got you second place. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And we shall move on to our race winner, and that is Sam. Sam,
Hi.
so you got pole position, and you also looked like you had pretty much control from start to finish. So, talk us through your race, how it went for you.
I just got pole as usual. Then just thought I needed to control the race from gapped out, and was thinking about doing a one-stop strategy. I didn't know how much pace I had compared to everyone behind me, but then I started to see on I think it was lap 5, lap 6, that the gap was already nearly 4 seconds, I think, something like that. And so I thought I could play around with this. So I went on to hards. So that was the thing is, I didn't do much, but on hards it was just a boring strategy to the end, really. But then I thought I could pit to the softs to the end, try and get fastest lap, but still that didn't work out. but I've still won the race anyway. Nothing shocking off that.
Yeah, I did see that you tried to go for the fastest lap towards the end, but
Yeah.
pretty much, I'm guessing like, how was the size of your hard tires though? I'm guessing it like wasn't too bad. Like,
No, there were. I think my worst was. I think my front left was about 58 or something like that. I actually kept the tyres in pretty good shape, which is something I'm not really good at on F1 games in future of well, no, past F1 games, sorry.
and I know that I know in the comment section they said that you're technically a reserve, but is there any place that you may think about others, like maybe like the championship or even try the Prem? As far as like
I don't know. I was blessed when I got the message that I managed to go into this race.
Yeah.
At this moment in point, I don't care where I go into. I can stay in this if there's free spots, or go up into any more leagues that are quicker. But I'm not bothered. I thought it was the best race of my life, to be honest, especially online.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you pretty much dominated the race, so that was clearly obvious. But I guess that can wrap things up. And once again, congratulations to you on your performance.
Thank you.
Yeah, and next week will be Vietnam, so hopefully you guys are ready for some street racing.
I'll definitely have to do some practicing, but yeah.
Yeah, same here. If I'm even in, I don't even know if I'm in. I'm reserving, so I don't know if I'm going to be getting a seat anyway for Vietnam.
Alright, well, I think that'll conclude it here. Thanks for watching the League One race. I think the championship race should be shortly, so take care everyone and have a good rest of your night.
Yep, thank you. You too.
Thanks.